Hello. We're just going to do a half an hour class today, and then you've got a choice. So I've chopped my head off. Got a choice of morning, evening, longer, shorter classes. This is going to be a really gentle half hour practice today, so you can do this in the evening or you can do this before work if you just want to have a nice gentle practice. So come sitting on your mat. I'm sitting on a block today, or not a brick but a wider block, but you can sit on a cushion or a blanket. Bringing the palms facing up to sky. Bringing the thumb and the ring finger together and closing the eyes. You need to settle into your mat, settle into your body. Dropping the chin a tiny little bit just to lengthen the back of the neck. Letting the shoulders soften, but sitting nice and tall. Shoulders above the hips. Letting the belly relax, become long, soft. And beginning to tune into the breath. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue for 2 breaths just like that on your own. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release starting at 5. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Gently bring those hands together at heart center. Opening the eyes. Coming into your practice. Take an inhale and lengthen, nice and soft. Exhale, release. Bring the chin to chest, let the shoulders go. Inhale to sky, take the gaze with you. Not too much. Remember, this is a relaxed practice. Exhale. Moving with the breath, inhaling as you lift. Exhaling as you release. Chin to chest. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last last one. Pause at the top this time. Bring the gaze to the horizon, hands together, send the index finger away, and then melt to your left. Inhale to sky. Melt to the right. Inhale lift. Those hands through heart center. Left hand on heart, right hand on belly. Let the shoulders soften, close the eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Open those hands, bring your left hand all the way up and all the way over to your right ear. Gently release the neck to the side. Let the head soften. No pulling or pushing, just let it nice and release. Take a deep breath here. When you exhale, turn to look to earth, bring the hand to the back of the head. Let the back of that neck begin to lengthen. Gently release the hand down to earth. Bring the chin forward to chest. Keeping the chin to chest, bring both hands, place them behind the head, and just let gravity do its work. Just let those hands gently ease that chin down towards the chest. Beautiful. Release both hands and take your right ear to your right shoulder. Remember, I'm mirroring you. And then take that right hand all the way up, all the way over, and let it just gently draw that neck down to side. Maybe close the eyes here. Take a deep breath in and release that breath. On your exhale, turn the gaze down to earth. Let the back of the other side of that neck begin to release. Beautiful. Gently release those fingers, bring the chin to chest all the way forward. Gently inhale both hands and the gaze all the way up to sky. Bring the palms together and bring them behind the head. Take your gaze out to the horizon. Bring those fingertips pointing to earth, elbows into the side of the head. Feel that stretch down the triceps here. Take an inhale, open the elbows, open the heart. On an exhale, draw the belly in, curl into a ball, bring those elbows in. Inhale to sky all the way. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Open up the heart. Last time, release, curl into a ball, draw that belly button back. Beautiful. Come up to the horizon, open those elbows and release those hands all the way down to the knees. Gently begin, if you're sitting on a cushion or a block, take that cushion out so you can then connect the sit bones to earth, let those knees soften. Bring those hands to the knees and begin to find those hip circles. Doesn't need to be deep, doesn't need to be fast. So just go with your nice natural breath. You can even rock over from side to side. I have a little clicky hip going on here on my left side. So just see if you can find that comfort. Beautiful. Coming all the way forward, all the way back. Really nice. And then beginning to reverse that circle. Coming all the way around. Might feel completely different on this side. Hips might feel more relaxed, more at ease, or it might feel a little tighter. Bring the shoulders into the practice as well, just coming all the way around, just releasing through. If you're doing this in the evening, just releasing your day. If you're doing this in the morning, just imagine waking that energy up, making the body feel a little bit more moisturised, a little bit more flexible. Pause here, bring those knees all the way in. Beautiful. Take those legs all the way out. Sitting nice and tall in the sit bones, you might want to move the flesh out from underneath. Push the heels away, bring the toes towards you, draw the belly in, take an inhale up to sky. Beautiful, and float all the way. It does not matter how far, this is not a flexibility competition. Just pause here. Maybe tuck the chin in and back so the neck's nice and long. Just let those knees begin to soften. Melt the elbows away. And we're just going to dwell here as those feet begin to relax. Taking a deep breath in. Nice long breath in. Notice that body beginning to soften that little bit more here. Maybe slide those hands a tiny little bit further forward. Gently beginning to slide those hands back under the knees. Bring those knees all the way in. Bring the soles of the feet together, coming into our butterfly pose. Bringing those hands to cup around the toes. Lifting through the heart and then melting forward. Bring those elbows in between the legs this time. Let the head drop and begin to just settle here. If, like me, that you find you've got any yawns coming, let them come. Excuse me. Let the belly completely relax. Your next inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, and then take those elbows to the outside of those shins and those knees. Doesn't matter how far or how low or how high you are, it's completely irrelevant. Let the face relax. Let that body release. Gently push that mat away. Draw the hands to those knees and bring those knees in. You're going to take both feet over to the right hand side and bring that left foot on the top of your right thigh and just let that right foot come out to the side. We're going to come into a mermaid pose, so we're going to bring those hands all the way up to sky. And then you're going to release that right hand all the way down, bring that left hand over, coming into a deep side stretch here. Should feel relatively okay, but you're going to feel this possibly in the hip, possibly in this side body, and then maybe open that top shoulder up and just settle here. We're not going to be here long, so take a deep, deep breath here. Exhale. And then float all the way up and all the way over. Maybe come down onto that left elbow, find that side stretch here. Maybe turn to look up to sky and open through that shoulder. Don't sink down so you're not sinking into the shoulder. Push that mat away. Beautiful. Take a breath here. Exhale, release that right hand all the way down. Big circle coming all the way to the front. Gently release and switch those sides of the legs. Doesn't matter if you're going opposite to me, it does not matter. When you're ready, take both hands up to sky and release all the way over towards that left side and let your right side lengthen. Breathe here. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale back to centre, both hands, and then all the way over. Feel free to come down onto that elbow, lengthen through that side body. Maybe turn to look up to sky, just opening through, breathing softly here. When your exhale, come all the way up. Beautiful. Release those legs, bring them all the way around. You're going to come all the way over to all fours. You're going to bring those knees wide, big toes together. We're going to come down to child's pose. So send those arms out in front, let those elbows relax and let that forehead settle down to earth. And let that back body begin to lengthen, those hips begin to melt to earth. Let the breath come into the belly, let those yawns come. And begin to ground here. Begin to settle your body. Close the eyes. And begin to really connect to the breath and connect to earth. Gently begin to push the hands into the earth, lift the head and walk those hands all the way off the side of the mat towards the right hand side, and then begin to release down. Doing that nice side stretch along the left side of the body, making sure that left hip is nice and settled. Take an inhale here, push the hands to earth and walk those hands back to centre. Now bring the elbows in between the legs. This is a restorative child's pose. Bring the palms facing up to the sky and rest your eyes on the heel of your hands. Closing the eyes. A really nurturing posture, this one. Really safe posture. So if you ever suffer with panic attacks or anxiety, or ever suffer with fear, people who are a Vata constituency, people who have Vata in the system, an excess Vata or an imbalance in Vata, tend to be fearful. So this is a really nice posture for you guys. One more breath here. And then begin to lengthen through those arms all the way out. And then when you're ready, walk those hands all the way over to the left hand side. I don't know about you, but I've got a really big spider over here underneath that radiator. So I'm just going to settle here and hope she's fast asleep. Feel that stretch down the right side of the body, the right hip melting towards the earth. 2 more breaths here, nice and slow. When you're ready, push the hands to earth. Come all the way back to centre. And then begin to walk those hands back towards the knees. Just coming all the way up. Bring the knees back into centre. Hopefully this is okay for your knees to be knelt here. If not, feel free to put, I've got a block here, but you can put a cushion behind, and it just takes the pressure off the knees. It opens that little joint up a little bit, so you can sit on something between the ankles and the bottom, or you can even put a cushion here if you've not got a block. So just find that comfort wherever it is for you. Come into kneel, and then begin to lift both hands up to sky. Don't let that lower back arch too much, so draw the belly in and then send those hands down behind you into reverse prayer. Draw the elbows in towards the head, and then we're going to come all the way down to the mat with those elbows. Keeping in our reverse prayer. Breathe here. Listening carefully here. Release those hands and bring those hands back behind the body. You might feel comfortable in the shoulders to clasp the hands behind the lower back. If not, just hold on to the ankles. That's perfectly fine if those shoulders aren't comfortable today. But if not, clasp those hands behind the back. We're coming all the way up into our rabbit pose. So you're going to come to standing on the knee and bring the crown of your head in contact with the earth. This is a really beautiful inversion. It's a very calming inversion. But the hips and the knees are always up. And if you want, maybe float those hands up towards the sky. A very calming posture, this one. Very good for people who are overthinkers, people whose mind doesn't seem to stop, people who have lots of stuff going on in their head all the time. Really nice posture for before bed to just help ground the energy and seal that energy in. So be very mindful of your neck here, so you're not putting full body pressure, full body weight, on the top of your head. So be mindful. Breathe here. And then slowly lower the hips and rock back onto your forehead. Release those arms down to earth. Let the body just come back to normality. Let that blood have no head rush. Bring those hands all the way out in front, and then when you're ready, very slowly lift the head first so you're not having that blood rush, and then come back to all fours. Then you're going to walk those knees back towards the wrist, cross the ankles, and come all the way over to seated. Let those legs come out in front. We're going to make sure you've got some space behind you to lie down. So you're going to take those feet to the end of the mat. You're going to draw the belly in. Sorry, I was just looking at the woodpecker then. That just came to the bird table. Bring the palms facing up to sky. Draw the belly in. And then we're going to very slowly come all the way down. You might find that your feet float up, and that's okay. But just working with that belly, working with the core, just to find a little bit of strength. If you want to, when your hands get to the same level as your knees, if you're working with that, or if it's daytime and you're practicing this, maybe pause for a breath. And then continue on your journey down to earth. Beautiful. Bring those feet in towards the earth, the bottom, pelvis, and bring those elbows out so you're in a nice cactus. You're going to then take your left knee and cross it over the right knee. You're going to push your right foot into earth and send those hips off to the left. So they're going away from the knees. We're coming into a twist, and then you're going to lower both knees over to the right hand side. This is a beautiful deep twist for that back. So just pause when it feels comfortable for you. If this feels too deep for you, just uncross the legs. But if you like that back twist and you're used to my classes, maybe just take those knees over to the side. If you want to turn away from the knees, just to bring that twist all the way up to the back of the neck, feel free. Have a little chat with the plant. If you've got a plant like me above your head, or just say hello to my plant. It's growing loads of new things. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And then when you're ready, bring both knees back to centre, bring the gaze back to centre, and uncross those legs. Bring that spine back to centre and cross that right knee all the way over to the left. Push the left foot into earth. Lift the hips, send them over to the right, and then lower both those knees over to the left. I don't know if you heard my back unclick then. My back occasionally locks, and this is how I unlock it. Wasn't locked today, just likes to click sometimes. Maybe turn towards the right hand side with the head to bring that posture all the way down. Just letting that body begin to release. And when you're ready, slowly bring the gaze back up to centre, followed by the knees. And cross the knees and centre those hips. Bring both knees into chest. Give yourself a nice little back massage here. Just to release through that lower back. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, release one leg at a time, all the way down onto your mat. Take your blanket. Make yourself warm and cozy. Maybe get a pillow, maybe find a little warm space for you to come into your Shavasana today. Remember, you can stay in your Shavasana for however long you want. Closing the eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release. Take another breath in all the way to the top. Pause at the top. Exhale, release. One more breath here. Take an inhale all the way up to the top. Hold the breath at the top. Take another breath in. Hold. And release. Let it go. Settle into your Shavasana here. If you've got a busy day ahead, maybe you might want to come out of your Shavasana with me now. If not, and it's evening, please stay here for as long as you need. Bringing those thumbs to the third eye. From my heart to your heart, thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Much health, much wealth, and much love. Namaste.